WhatsApp was recently in the news over its controversial new terms and service that supposedly allowed the platform to share users' data with its parent company Facebook. It turns out the whole thing was actually a case of a poorly explained update to the terms and conditions, with WhatsApp since issuing a clarification and delaying the rollout of the new T&Cs. The platform assures that communications are still encrypted, while the content of the communication and the user's contact list will not be shared. Despite the clarification, cybersecurity consultant Fong Chung Fook tells us that this has done little to ease users' concerns, and it's mainly because of the poor reputation that Facebook has when it comes to handling users' data.
Facebook being an organization which has multiple scandals before about protection of information data and then use of personal data for their own benefits, this still leaves a lot of scars in the people who were affected. So even though WhatsApp has tried to clarify on the actual usage of the personal data, there's still a lot of skepticism around.
The controversy and confusion has led to an exodus of users from WhatsApp to other rival services like Telegram and Signal. In fact, people have been leaving WhatsApp by the millions over the past few weeks. Mr. Fong, however, believes there's another factor at play. He reckons the switch from WhatsApp to rival services has been a long time coming due to the attractive features of some of the competitors.
In terms of functionality, I would say Telegram has more functionalities compared with WhatsApp and Signal. For example, Telegram has features like doing polling, sending high-resolution pictures and movies. And Signal has its own advantage as well. Signal, you can set up, by default, Signal itself is very secure in terms of encryption. It also has features to block screen capture. So in total, the features of both Signal and Telegram are a bit more richer than what WhatsApp is offering. So I think this exodus of users migrating out is not primarily because of the change of terms and conditions. I would say it's also because of features.
Now, if you are one of those who are considering leaving for a rival service, you are bound to come across the same issue that got WhatsApp into trouble in the first place: terms and conditions. Mr. Fong says this is something that cannot be avoided, and while many people are in the habit of simply clicking accept without really knowing what they are agreeing to, this could come back to haunt us later.
In a way, it's also putting us into risk because we will never know what exactly in the details. It's always supposed to be a balance between risk and reward. So we just have to weigh the risk. If something is very new and we are not too sure, and perhaps we need to spend more time looking at terms and conditions rather than just blindly accept it.
The whole WhatsApp controversy has also put the spotlight on the sharing of personal data without consent. Mr. Fong, however, says most of the time, especially on social media, it is the users themselves who are freely disclosing personal data indirectly, whether they realize it or not.
For example, we are posting our family pictures, our family details on social media. We're showing the family members in the house that we live in, the car that we are driving. A lot of this personal information can reveal a lot about us, right? Reveal our financial status, reveal our current interests, and it's giving a lot of opportunity for third party to do a profiling on us.
He adds that besides being careful about what we post online, we can also protect our data by not disclosing non-essential personal information, like our income status, for example, when we sign up for online services. In summary, the onus falls on us, the users, to make an informed choice about the online services we sign up for and, by extension, the terms and conditions we end up agreeing to.